Mr. P, can I ask you about The Voice? Your views on The Voice?
Yes, you may ask me about The Voice. Now, last week I was interviewed by Eleni Roussos, the ABC presenter. She asked me about The Voice. I didn't expect it, but she interviewed me for because of my role with correctional services. She asked me, she wanted my response on the treatment of Dondale, the young people in Dondale, in Darwin, because I've worked with them over the 19 years with correctional service, and I gave my opinion. And then at the end, she asked me about the Voice unexpectedly. But I said, and I thought about it since then, but in that response I said, look, in all honesty, a lot of our people in remote communities still don't understand about The Voice. And then when I came back, because I always think about things that I say, really, when I go home at night. So I thought about it, and then I'm saying to you now, I think it's an opportunity for the whole of Australia to work together. Can I put it in another way? As challenging and as critical as a lot of people may find what I'm going to say, what I'm going to say is what I've known, experienced mainly about the government in dealing with Aboriginal people over the last 100, 200 years. Let me say this. The government have spent billions of dollars trying to improve Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, and yet got nowhere. And they still do. Billions and billions of dollars, it started from going back to the 50s, the assimilation days and all that, and then in the 70s to self-determination. I don't know the policies, but as a teacher, I've read about them, but until recently. There's been some good things happening, like the Wayville walk-off, the celebration of the Wayville and giving the land back to the Gurindji people at Wayville, and at Karma Festival. There's a lot of Yolngu people with Park Petition and Puranga, the statement, all that, the Uluru statement, all that has come together. So that's why I'm calling it an opportunity, because the government from the 50s up to now really have spent billions and billions of dollars trying to improve Aboriginal people's lives. I want to say this. Government do not know the answer to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. It's only the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that have the answer to their own destiny of what they want to do. And only we can decide what we want to do and how we want to do it. The government don't know nothing about it. So that's why they've made a lot of mistakes over those years. And I'm being honest. I always say that to the government face, and they don't like it, but I don't. I'm I guess I'm a risky person, but I say what I believe. I tell the truth. So regardless of what people, whether they like it or not, it's the truth. And the truth is the government haven't treated us well because they've controlled us. That may be harsh, but it's the truth. They had control of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and that's why I say this voice may be an opportunity to change things around slowly, and empower Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that that knowledge to work with government and other people to, I guess, rectify, because we need to do that. We need to rectify things, because one of the things that they tried to do recently is, I know they've got good intentions, but I'm not going to say that because that's becoming an excuse. They tried to close the gap. Instead of closing it, they've widened it in every area. Health, because I used to be a health worker as well as a teacher. So in every department, they've widened the gap, and there's only one reason why the gap is widening. It's the lack of consultation with people on the grassroots people in communities everywhere across Australia. That's the only issue.
The lack of dialogue, the lack of...
Lack of dialogue, lack of consultation, and lack of insight into the needs of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. I think, and may I add this? I think the history of Australia needs to be told truthfully. Instead of Captain Cook coming, it needs to be told truthfully and honestly to all schools.
It started way back here.
Yes.
Not up here.
No.
Yeah.
It started here.
Yes.
So truth needs to be told, because otherwise the younger generation of people growing up in Australia will keep believing in Captain James Cook, whereas we Indigenous people were living on Australia for thousands of years prior to Captain Cook coming, and they need to know the truth.
Yes.
We've got to rectify that. We've got to rewrite history.
Yes.
There's a need for that.
Yes.
So that's why I say the voice is an opportunity.
Okay.
It may be to do that, include that, the truth telling.
Yes.
It has to be.
Yes.
So, but anyway, you've got the general gist of my
Thank
response.
You.